Hey, how you doing? My name is Viviana.
Hi, I'm Catherine.
Nice to meet you, Catherine.
Nice to meet you too.
I just want to thank you for coming in today. I understand you're here to get a HIV test.
Right.
It does take a lot of courage for you to take that step in bettering your health. So I just want to go over the questionnaire that you filled out in the waiting room.
Okay.
So it says that you had an HIV test about 2 years ago. Is that right?
That's true.
Okay, and that result was negative?
Right.
All right. And so thinking about the last 72 hours, the last 3 days, do you feel you've had an exposure to HIV, whether it be through unprotected sex or sharing needles of any sort?
So, like, the reason I'm here is because over the weekend I did try something illegal that did involve a syringe.
Okay.
And the person that I shared the syringe with, he's gay, and I just been having this feeling, so I felt like my best bet was just to come in and get this test because I don't have a good feeling about this.
Okay, that's completely understandable. Yeah. And right here, when it came to approximately how many people you've had either anal or vaginal sex in the past 12 months is left blank. Do you care to speak about that now?
No, I just feel like I'm uncomfortable. Like, why do you need to know that anyway?
I understand it may make you feel uncomfortable, and some of
Right.
these questions are really personal. But for us to, give you the proper health attention, you don't have to give an exact number. The options here are 0, 1, 2, or more.
I guess you can check off 2 or more.
Okay, so 2 or more. And about how often do you use condoms when having vaginal or anal sex? It says sometimes. Would you still agree
I would
with that?
stick to that. Yeah, sometimes you're just in the moment. And,
Yeah,
it gets crazy. So.
I completely understand. And so, currently that you know of, are you having sex with anyone who is living with HIV?
Not that I know of. No, I don't think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Let's see here. In the past 12 months, it says here that you have tested positive for gonorrhea.
Yeah.
And you were treated for that.
I was. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And it says you have had sex for money or drugs or something you needed.
I mean, I fell on rough times, and things. I'm not proud of it, but
it's nothing to be ashamed of. This is a judgment-free zone, and everything that you share with me today is, completely confidential. And again, here, going back to the last 3 days about you sharing needles.
Yeah.
So with that one person who you say is gay and raised some concern.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, I'm gonna go over what the test is and how the procedure works. So
Right.
it's painless. It's just gonna be a quick stick of the finger. I'm gonna get just enough blood to do the test,
Okay.
and I'll have the results within 5 minutes.
Oh, I didn't know that would be that fast.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very fast. So the only thing I need from you now is just to sign here, just basically giving me permission to perform the test, and that I've gone over the test.
I seen a pen
How
over
it's
here.
going to go.
Okay, that's fine. So I'll sign here.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I'll just wait here until it's I'll wait here.
We'll be here together.
Okay.
There's no need for me to step out.
Okay.
Everything's going to be done here. It's going to Band-Aid you up.
Okay, thank you.
So while we're waiting for the test results, are there any questions that you wanted to ask me? Anything, you might want to know about HIV itself?
Right. Honestly, I felt kind of wrong assuming or even that AIDS came to mind when I thought about he's my friend, but as soon as that happened, it hit me after the fact but is that the I know you can get it through sex and through injections, but it's not contagious or something like that, right? Because I have kids and it's been worrying me.
Right. So I understand.
If I were to have
by
it.
you not knowing why it would worry you. So it's not contagious in a way where it's airborne, or you can get it by living in the same household. Let's say using the same eating utensils or dishes or using the toilet. So there are 4 bodily fluids that contain HIV, which include blood, breast milk, semen, and vaginal secretions. So if someone who is HIV positive, they definitely don't recommend that they breastfeed
Okay.
after having a baby.
Okay.
And unprotected sex, like I said, with the whole vaginal secretion and semen and blood, which is why we asked about syringes and sharing needles and things of that nature.
And how accurate is the test?
The test is very accurate. It's
pretty spot on.
It's very spot on. And in the case where the result comes back positive, we always do a confirmatory test, basically confirming what these results are saying.
Okay.
So
I do have a bad feeling. So I want to know if I were to have this, am I gonna have to what am I gonna have to do
So in the event that you do test positive, we're definitely gonna want to get you to a physician immediately and go over the medications you would have to take. This is going to be something that you would have to take every day.
For how long?
Basically for the rest of your life. And what I try to explain to people is that it is not a death sentence. You're not going to die from having HIV as long as you're taking your meds as you're supposed to.
Okay.
Okay. So I have your result, and they came back negative. So it may seem like a relief, but I do want you to understand that this test reflects any activity that took on 30 days before today.
Right.
So to give you an idea, anything that you did prior to let's say Christmas is what this result is for. Right. So anything from today and 30 days before today is not.
Okay. Why is that?
It's something called a window period. So it does take 4 to 6 weeks for HIV antibodies to show up in your system. So obviously from within the last 72 hours, it wouldn't reflect. So that's why we're going to schedule for an appointment for 30 days from now to get the result from
this past weekend.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm glad you're following me.
Okay, cool.
So in terms of some of the things that you've told me about you having, money for sex or whatever the case may be to survive. Why isn't condoms always being used? Is there an issue?
I just feel like it's just not something that I have around, and the people that I'm with, it's not something that they carry. So it's kind of hit or miss, and you come on hard times and the opportunity is there. I felt like I just have to take it.
Right.
So I just feel like if I had more of those things, I'll have to go out and buy some, I guess. But
yeah,
availability, I guess.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of something called a female condom?
No.
No. Okay. So female condoms are very beneficial for you, someone who may not always have them around, or the other person.
Right.
So with a female condom, you can insert it up there, and it can stay in there for up to 8 hours. So if you're out and you may not know what you're doing later, or who you might be seeing, it's good to know that it's there, and you don't have to have that concern of whether or not a condom is available. And if you getting condoms or being able to pay for them is an issue, we can always give you that here.
Okay.
No cost to you at all, and as much as you do need. Another thing I do want to talk to you about is something called PrEP. Have you heard of that at all?
No.
So PrEP is basically a medication that you will take every day to prevent you from getting HIV.
Really?
Yes.
How? What does this medication do?
So what the medication does, it is an HIV medicine.
Okay.
So people who are on HIV take it as part of their daily regimen after being diagnosed, but this medication basically stops the virus from multiplying, basically in its track. So that might be something you want to consider, but for now I'm going to get you on something called PEP, which is basically the same thing, but it's for post-exposure.
Okay.
So after being possibly exposed to the HIV, it'll basically do the same thing, stop it from, multiplying, and we're going to get you that today since you do have that concern about the friend.
Right, thank you.
Yeah, no
I didn't
problem.
know that was like a thing.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Wow.
So it's good to know. Like I said, it takes a lot of courage, to come in here and to find out things that you might have, didn't know about before. So here are some condoms.
Thank you.
Be sure to come back if you ever need any more.
Okay.
And like I said, we are going to schedule you for an appointment 30 days from now.
Okay.
You'll come and see me, so we'll basically go over the same things, and hopefully, you'll feel a little bit more comfortable. I know we covered a lot of things today. Before I let you go, was there anything else you want to talk about or ask?
No, I feel like I've actually learned a lot, here, and I'm glad that I came, and I look forward to our next meeting, and, I'll just hold off on feeling nervous, and that medication hopefully will put me at ease a little bit. But
yeah, definitely.
I think that's all I needed for today.
All right. Well, it was nice meeting you,
You
Catherine.
too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.